One of the things men prize above all else is their dignity, unless they're in a parade or something. If you've ever seen a gang of Shriners, you know what I'm talking about. We seem to enjoy ceremonies. Maybe men like to celebrate important achievements or events as a way of sharing in the glory. Or maybe we just like getting dressed up and acting like weenies. It's not smart or correct, but it's one of the things that makes us what we are. On today's show, Bill and I are going to do a tribute to Benjamin Franklin. I'm going to show you some exercises and appliances you can wear to look thinner. Dougie's going to do something weird with his face. And then Harold and I are going to do a little bit of stream fishing.
And now here's the reason we're all here. And you're all there, and everyone else is everywhere else. My uncle, Red Green.
Thank you very much. This week, got some good news, got some bad news.
What's the bad news?
Meet my nephew, Harold. And now the good news. This week marks the 130th anniversary of the creation of the spin cast fishing reel.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when you stop to think about it, every overfished lake, river, and stream owes its present state to this marvelous invention.
So the question is, how are we going to celebrate this momentous occasion? Now, Moose Thompson had an idea. He says, why don't we put all the guys' names into a hat, and you pull a name out, and whoever's name you get, you go give them a wedgie. Great idea. Not a lot to do with the spin cast thing, but I like it.
Uncle Red, how about an evening of entertainment then, with the local theater company, the Possum Players?
No, Harold. Not a good idea to get actors and hunters together, especially those actors.
And these hunters.
Instead, we're all going to meet in the center of town. We're going to hold up a spin cast fishing rod. Buzz is going to fly over in his plane and take an aerial photograph.
Well, what if somebody blinks?
Well, we'll retouch the photograph, Harold. We got to airbrush most of your teeth out anyway.
If you can't be with the plane you love the plane you're with.
Oh, we had an earthquake late last night. It shook the lodge and gave us all a fright. Hit about 9 on the Richter scale. Bounced all the contents out of the minnow pail. So we went outside till the danger passed, 'cause if the lodge goes down, it'll go down fast. But it wasn't an earthquake shaking the ground. It was a kid in a Chevette with the bass turned up way beyond any sensible level. All right, here's the situation. You've just taken your wife out for dinner at one of those lovely all-you-can-eat places.
Which, of course, is a direct challenge no real man could refuse.
Absolutely. You got yourself up, you're on your way up there for your 9th plate of beef. Without having a leaf of salad yet, your wife turns to you and says, hey, are you having more meat? What do you say?
You say to her, honey, I like the rare part. Nobody else is ordering beef. So it has fallen on me to single-handedly eat my way right through into the middle of that roast.
Or you could try People Are Starving in Africa. That one worked from Harrison.
That's going for the jugular.
That's a good one.
Or you could say, I'm not just eating meat. I'm also having vegetables. I mean, horseradish is a vegetable, right, Red?
Sure is. So is gravy, I believe.
Absolutely, absolutely, and don't forget salt.
Salt?
You know, that's right there on the vegetable list in my book.
Yep.
Or, you know, worst case scenario, if she's still on your case, look at her and give her this face. And then say, it's okay, honey. I'm not having any dessert.
For sale, antique hope chest. Hope you like it. Hope it's valuable. Hope to get $500. Not a hope.
Now, with everybody getting ready for this aerial photo for the commemorating the invention of the spin cast reel there, the beauty parlors and barber shops around Possum Lodge are jammed to the eyeballs. So I thought I'd take today's handyman corner and show you how to do a complete beauty makeover using stuff you find right around your house. All right, let's start with something for the ladies, like doing your nails, for example. Get yourself a pizza box like this, and trace your hand on there, and then punch out all the fingernail tips there. And then all you have to do is, a real great time saver, is you just put your hand inside the box and take some spray paint there and just put that all on there. And it doesn't matter how you do it. Well, I hope the other lodge members still respect me with, painted fingernails. All right. We have to have the back of your hand against the hole. This actually looks like I've been arrested and fingerprinted. Guys will respect me now for sure. But for you ladies, there's all kinds of tools right in the workshop they can use for beauty treatments. You could tweeze your own eyebrows, shave your legs, lay the makeup in there. Want pierced ears? Try a pop riveter. If you're having trouble fitting into that dress that you bought last fall, you don't need a girdle. Get yourself one of these tube socks and cut the toe out of that and just slip that baby on there. You'll get a shape that'll get all kinds of attention. He's coming. Almost got him. Coming. There we go. And I'll tell you, you're not just looking good, you're losing weight, because there's no way you can eat food when you're wearing this type of a unit. And another thing is, you want to make sure your digestive system is tight as a drum. All right, now what about the men? What can they do to get themselves kind of gussied up for a fancy occasion? Well, basically, they shave and get a haircut. I don't even do that. I don't shave myself. But when I have to go somewhere and look real good, like at a funeral of somebody with money, what I'll do is cover up my beard with these flesh-colored bandages. And I just camouflage the beard. Man, I look like Jay Leno. As far as the haircut goes, the reason that a barber can charge you up to $7 to cut your hair is because he's learned how to cut every hair exactly the same length. But there's a cheap way that you can do that at home, even if your head isn't bowl-shaped. Okay, first thing you need is an old lamp. Take the cord off of it. And then get rid of the lamp so your wife doesn't ask any stupid questions. And then you want to take one of them light dimmers and hook that into the middle of the cord and hook that all up, and I'll show you how that works. All right, once you got that hooked up, plug her in, and then attach the bare ends of the wires to your earlobes. Now, when I turn on the dimmer here, the electricity flows into the head of the victim, I should say the customer, making his hair stand right up on end, making it real easy to cut. You're going to end up with a fella who's not only handsome, but handy. Watch this. Not quite what I had in mind, but he's not going to need a haircut for a while. Stay tuned. Coming up, Bill has another negative experience with gravity. And then Buzz shows Harold what it's like at boot camp. I want to talk to all you middle-aged guys about how you feel tired all the time. I know what you're going through. Many's the time I sit in the living room there listening to my wife talk, and all of a sudden my leg will fall asleep. Or I'll be going up a flight of stairs and have to pull over into the slow lane to let the dog go by. And he's 17, which in dog years is old man Sedgwick. Just seems that as the years pile up, the energy level goes down. Now your doctor's going to tell you it's the hours you keep or the food you eat or how much of it or not getting enough exercise, plus the fact that you've put on 75 pounds since the last time you did anything. But I say it's all in your mind. See, your mind has just sat there quietly for 40 years and watching your body do stuff like flip over the handlebars of your bike or take the fast way down from the roof or go from picking up too much wallboard. And your mind is tired of taking in all that pain. So, one day when your brain is asleep, like when you're watching reruns of Matlock or something, your mind quietly tells your muscles to go to sleep or cramp up or something. And that exhaustion is just self-preservation. It's that simple. You should be happy that your body is too tired to do the things that you want to do, because that tiredness is saving your life. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. Well, this group photograph we were planning to take is turning into a portrait of disaster. Sometimes I think the residents around here are one chromosome away from dragging their knuckles on the ground.
How difficult can it be to tell them to show up in time and just stand in the middle of the street?
Exactly. All they got to do is stand there and stare at the sky. They do it for an eclipse. And some of the guys are saying, bring the plane in low so you can't see my bald spot. And others want us to delay it for a month so they can go on a diet, for gosh sakes.
Plane's gonna be 1,000 feet up. No one's even gonna notice. What a bunch of vain idiots.
Says the guy who spent $10 on acne cream.
I had a flare-up.
So I just told the fat ones to stand under the grocery store awning.
Grocery store's got a new awning?
Well, yeah, see, the merchants realize their shops are going to be in the picture, so now they're fixing their stores up.
Oh, great.
Well, it wasn't until they saw the advertising potential. Now the funeral parlor put a great big sign on the roof. Coffins priced to move.
Oh, boy.
The worst was Murray's leisure wear. 10-foot letters. Men's and ladies' pants half off. Well, what with picture day coming up, I thought we'd drop in and see our resident bush pilot / aerial photographer, Buzz Sherwood. Hey, Buzz.
Yo, Redman, how are ya?
Good.
Good to see you. Harold!
Oh, for crying out loud, Harold. How much can that hurt? I was asking Harold. So, Buzz, you all set for the picture-taking thing?
Oh, sure. As soon as we pass our safety inspection, we're in business.
What safety inspection?
Oh, man, the rule makers. The whole corrupt system, man. They just want to tie my feet to the ground. You know, they pull these random checks, right? So that guys like me make sure our planes are safe. Safe? I mean, what is safe? It's like, are we supposed to predict what's going to fall off or not? See? Jeez.
Well, if they find something wrong, what am I saying? When they find something wrong with the plane, what happens then?
Oh, man. The flight fuzz come down on you so hard, man.
Well, then who are we going to get to fly over Possum Lake and take our picture?
Oh, don't panic. Don't panic. Hey, your buddy Buzz has everything under control, because I've been working on Beauty here. She's going to pass no problem. I even cocked up all them bullet holes.
Well, you missed a whole bunch right there in the tail section.
Oh, that's okay. Those are going in holes. I can say that was like a hunting accident or something. It's the exit holes that make them nervous. And look what I found. Look what I found, huh? 2 more bolts to hold the propeller on. Now I got 4 out of 5 there. And these things. Did you know these were called flaps? And you're supposed to oil them? I mean, I've just learned so much. And the control panel, I put a battery behind it, right? And now it looks like it really works with lights and everything. It's just amazing.
So you think Beauty's going to pass this thing?
Oh, no problem. I pumped out the pontoons and duct taped the holes. This is going to be great.
And that'll fool the inspectors?
No sweat.
What if they ask you to fly her?
Oh, well, they never do. Because that means they'd have to get in it and go up with me.
Uncle Red, what's this deficiency in adults that makes them want to drink alcohol?
Well, there's no deficiency, Harold. It's a tradition, a ritual. Alcohol's a sign of friendship, you know, like a baptism or installing a new pope or a playoff game.
Well, personally, you know, I just don't think it's necessary. For instance, like, how come they need, like, alcohol at, like, a wedding? How come?
Well, Harold, without alcohol, a lot of weddings would never happen. You know, it's up to each person to know his own limit, you know. It's an individual makes a decision, that's all.
Well, I think a lot of the lodge members are making bad decisions every weekend.
Well, Harold, either they've got a disease that needs to be looked after, or maybe they're trying to escape an unpleasant situation.
I never thought of the lodge as an unpleasant situation.
Only when you're here, Harold.
Well, don't you worry, I'm going back home in a few months.
Want to give us a push there, Harold? The beer store closes in an hour. Time for Adventures with Bill. I'd been reading the mail, so I was out flying a kite, of course. And Bill decided to join me. Isn't that beautiful? Just such a simple thing up there, flying away. It's kind of magical. And Bill's going to whip out a little kite kit. Yeah, these are great. It's got the child-proof lock bag, which is sensible. You don't want a kid, you know, opening up one of those and playing with a kite. Luckily, Bill has a vasectomy kit in his other pocket. Oh, well, thank you, Bill. Yeah, always right.